All right, so welcome everyone to Erica's Reflex Appeal. We're so glad to have you here today. And thank you to Carla for being our face model today. We're gonna go over a couple of different techniques today. One of them being the Yang Yin protocol, some facial stimulation of different points specific to Carla. And then we will also do the Secret of the Empress technique. So we've already washed and cleansed Carla's face. So I'm going to start off right away by going into the Yang Yin protocol. We've now seen this protocol a few times on different videos. So it's all about making sure that the face starts off with an even tone and an even balance. This is the protocol that you're going to use right after the cleansing process. We use the Yang to increase microcirculation, and we also use it to tighten the skin. Coming onto the face, we are going to start at the chin area and move up all the way to the area outside of the temple and in line with the eye. We want nice, short and quick, delicate strokes. Something that you can notice on Carla, and maybe not so much from afar, that there's a little bit of capillaries in through this area. It's on both sides, so I would be looking to ask questions about the lungs. I would be asking questions about perhaps some internal organs, perhaps something about her blood pressure or her heart. So rolling Yang in this area is going to help reduce that and create and increase blood flow. You can see that it's an area that is easily stimulated for Carla. For faces that have specific features, you might be better off coming in and using your single, because it allows you to manage around the face a little bit easier than with the double. So again, keeping on with the Yang technique, moving over to the other side. And letting the weight of the tool do all of the work. You can roll this tool in the areas of fine lines and wrinkles under the eyes. You can use this, and this is in through the crow's feet, which can deal with hand or head tensions. You can use it on the upper lip, which is very effective in dealing with reproductive issues or organs that have possibly prolapsed in that area. You can use it on the cheek area. You can use the 206 or the Yang on the cheeks for pore reduction, or in the case of capillary reduction on the face. You can use the 206 in the lion's wrinkle area in order to deal with neck and shoulder tensions, going in all directions. So when you're recommending your client to do maintenance or upkeep, just like you would with any other cream, you're going to suggest for them to roll with Yang in the areas of their concern for about 2 to 3 minutes. That's including the Yang and the Yin side. So after the cleansing process at home, go ahead and work in through these areas for about 2 to 3 minutes. You can do this all over the face, or you can do it in areas where you're looking to focus, which could be around in through the crow's feet as well for hand and head tensions, It can be around the bottom of the eyes here, in the case of perhaps some breast or ovary issues. Again, we want to use yang in order to create tightness in through the skin, to provide stimulation, for pore reduction. You can also use it in the cases of oily skin. How you know the difference on your tool is that one end should feel stimulating and the other end should feel cool. So Carla, without perhaps knowing the sides of the tools, would you say that you are feeling some stimulation in through your skin from this tool?
Yes. It feels really good.
And then likewise, you're going to know you're using the yin or the cool side because it will actually feel cold to the touch. So you're doing your yang. And then for your clients, you're going to recommend that they do the exact same thing in the exact same area with the yin roller. How does that sensation feel to you, Carla?
It's very cool. It almost feels wet.
Very good. So do you think it would be easy for you to distinguish the yang and the yin?
Yeah.
Excellent. Yin is perfect for clients looking to do more hydrating into their skin, to smooth it out, and to also work with conditions of acne and rosacea. Roll directly onto those areas, and you should be seeing results in as little as 2 weeks from daily rolling. We're letting the weight of the tool do the work. Yin is also really good for filling in the wrinkles. So we definitely need to have the yang to increase the microcirculation, to also increase the nutrients that come up from the hypodermis. But we need the yin to be able to disperse and fill in those fine lines and wrinkles. So sometimes spending a little bit of extra time with your yin roller will help give you that really smooth, soft, hydrated, and young, glowing skin. Again, working in through the upper lip area, it's a major hormone and reproductive system area. And in the cases of needing a little bit more lubrication in that specific region, it's going to be very helpful. Okay, so that is how I would recommend to your clients on how to use the 206 or the Yang Yin roller. At this point is when I would put on my facial serum. Because I have created an even tone and an even surface for the area, I've opened up some pores, and I really want my facial product to go a little bit deeper. So I'm adding in my serum now. Now I'm going to go into some specific areas for the reproductive system for Carla. This is going to help rebalance hormones, and it's also going to make sure that the whole body is functioning properly. When hormones get out of balance and out of whack, a lot of things can start happening in the body. And especially as we age, as we get older, that's something that we want to make sure stays together for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my detector, and I'm going to come into specific areas related to the ovaries and the breasts. I'm also going to work the entire nose and uterus. And then as well, I'm going to come into the upper lip to help stimulate lubrication, but also rebalance hormones. And then I'm also going to add in a little bit of bladder work, because if females have ever had kids, we definitely want to make sure that that area stays nice and tight. Okay, so we're going to start with some points onto the fallopian tubes. And it's going to be right in through the arch of the eyebrow, kind of at the highest peak area. We're going to hold each point for about 10 to 30 seconds. We don't want to cause any pain. We don't want to damage the skin, and we're definitely not puncturing the skin. This next point can be a little bit tricky. So I definitely recommend that if you haven't taken modules 2 and 3, that you work this in a different way. So point 73, or the breast point, is up on the top of the ridge of the eye bone. So if you haven't taken any further modules than Chan Beauty and Module 1, I recommend coming into this area and pressing with your beauty pad. This is a major breast point and can be extremely effective in regulating hormones. This area can be extremely tender for women, especially if they have or are dealing with any current hormonal issues. How does it feel for you, Carla?
Quite comfortable. There's not a ton of pressure.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to come back with my detector, and I'm going to work the entire uterus this way. If anybody is dealing with fibroids or cysts, you are going to want to see if you can find the location of the fibroid or the cyst and teach your client with a detector how to work in through the area of the cyst or fibroid. In the case of my own situation, I was able to come in because I knew that my fibroid or cyst was in through this area, but I just pressed and held it here and worked it about 3 times a week. If a woman is dealing with hot flashes, there is a point on the bottom of the nose in this region that you will come in and work. It can be quite sensitive, so no need to press too hard. Then in the middle of the lip, we have point 63. It's extremely beneficial to help moisten and clean in through the vaginal regions. Then I'm going to come in and work the bladder point, which I can tell on Carla's a little congested. How does that feel, Carla? A little tender?
A little tender.
Would you describe it as pain?
No. No, just discomfort.
Does it feel activating to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so those would be the points that I would work with Carla. Okay, everybody, welcome to Erica's Reflex Appeal. We're going to learn the secret of the Empress. First, we are going to work the necklace of Venus and the mouth. So we're going to massage along the ear on the cheek about 30 times with this smooth sphere number 101. This stimulates the reflex areas of the mouth, throat, neck, and tones the area to erase imperfections. We're using the side of the smooth sphere to create heat and friction. The next step is to work on through the area of the nape and arms to work with double chins and neck tension. So we're going to massage from the inner to the outer edge of the eyebrow with this smooth sphere. Or we are also going to use the yang side of the yang yin 206 and roll from the inner to outer edge of the brow for 1 minute on each side. This tones the jowls and throat and relaxes the neck. Step number 3, we're going to work with crow's feet and hands or relieving head tensions. We're going to use the yang side of the 206 to roll in through the crow's feet, but to also reduce tensions in through the hands and head. Again, we're going to work in a perpendicular fashion to the wrinkles for 1 minute on each side. This stimulates the reflexes of the head, eyes, hands, as well as a little bit of breast and ovaries. To complete the massage and enhance the results, roll the inner sides of the wrists and hands. So that would mean to roll the local area if this is something that they are dealing with as far as tensions. And as a practitioner, you can use the mini double yang in order to roll local on the wrist. Step number 4, we're going to come in and work the cellulite and the rictus or the smile line. Using the mini yang ball number 206, we are going to roll in both directions from nostril to the corner of the mouth, following the smile line for 1 minute on each side. To complete the massage at home, roll with the triple yang cylinder or the 438 on the thighs directly for 5 minutes. By rolling on the extremity, we are working on cellulite locally, making it easier to drain. For fluid retentions in ankles, we are going to roll horizontally along the chin line with the spiked yang ball, number 206, for 1 minute. This massage is excellent for all clients. To complete the massage, roll the ankles with the double yin roller for 1 minute. Follow this by rolling yin to disperse the fluids. Step number 6, we are going to address the barcode and the reproductive system. With the mini yang ball, number 206, we are going to roll horizontally along the upper lip where the vertical lines called the barcode appear for 2 minutes. This stimulates the reflexes of the endocrine system, hormonal functions, and the reproductive systems. To complete the massage and improve the blood and lymphatic circulation of the ovaries, use the mini yang ball number 307 or the beauty pad to work around the navel for 2 minutes. Those are the 6 steps for the secret of the Empress technique. Next that I would want to use is coming into the concave roller. So I'm going to show you a nice way to work around the eyes, but also to work around in through the jaw area. So how you would want to use this tool, or how to recommend this to your clients or to your customers, is to nicely roll in through the eyes, coming from the middle of the nose and out towards the temple. Doing it between 3 to 5 times. Then coming underneath the eye. You can also use this tool underneath and out to the temple. This is going to help decrease puffiness and dark circles in through the eyes. Of course, then doing it on both sides. You would encourage your clients or your customers to do this technique after they have put on their favorite eye cream. Again, probably taking about a minute in your daily facial routine. First, we want to stimulate the area, and then we're going to use the other end to come on top of the eye to drain and disperse the liquids, but also to reduce tensions in through the area. How does this feel onto the eyes, Carla?
That's amazing, actually. It's very gentle and soothing.
Nice. So I'm just letting the weight of the tool come on to Carla's eye. It actually feels really good for the client to have that little bit of pressure onto the eye. Okay. Using the 206 on the jaw area. Not only does this help us to relieve the fascia coming in from the jaw area, it also helps us to deal with a lot of feet issues, bladder issues, as well as jaw and hip tensions. We can also use this tool on our fingers in the cases of arthritis. We can use it on other areas of the body as well. So not only is this just a facial tool, but it's something that can help us on the rest of the body as well. Now we're going to work into reducing eye tensions as a finisher for our client here. So I'm going to take 2 of my beauty brushes, and I'm just going to start by working in through the lower portion of the eye from the nose outwards, out to the temple, in a nice, delicate fashion. The skin around this area can tend to be a little bit more thin, so we want to make sure that we're not doing anything to damage the skin. Again, we're not causing any pain or microinflammation in through this area. Then you can also use the two to come up around the eyes. Then you're going to turn your beauty brushes around, and you're going to use the yin side to come in from the nose to the temple area in a slow fashion, letting the weight of the tool do all of the work. But I'm just coming down inch by inch on either side to help disperse the liquids, but also to reduce the tensions in through the eye. Allowing the tool to have a little bit of weight onto the eye feels soothing for the client. How does that feel for you, Carla?
Oh, it's amazing. It's really, like you say, soothing.
This should take you about 1 to 2 minutes for doing both sides. At this point, we are going to apply our favorite facial oil. So now we're going to move on to the facial Chan Beauté massage. Starting at the chin, we will do soft, nice and gentle strokes on through the chin. Moving in through the neck area. Next, we are going to want to cover the area from the chin to the jaw. So we are going nice and easy. To do this at home, you need at least one beauty pad. And you're looking to do this after you put on your moisturizer or your favorite oil. But the idea is to come in and provide a lifting massage to your face. How does it feel, Carla?
It's great. I like it.
Good. The next step is to come from the edge of the mouth up through to under the eyes and out through the temple area. So again, taking both beauty pads. Doesn't have to be quick, just needs to be delicate and with purpose. If you're using this at home for yourself, you can do little strokes in through here, little circles in through here. You can come up and around and out using one. Of course, when you see a Chan Beauté practitioner, simultaneous is the key to making this technique feel aesthetic. Provides coloration in through the face, really gets the skin feeling amazing. Finishing off on the forehead area. Nice strokes out. If you're at home doing this yourself, you can do the nice little circles to get in and create softness through the forehead. If you're a Chan Beauté practitioner, I would suggest doing them both at the same time and coming down in through the temple.